scouts here, and they're all having a brilliant time with lots of different activities. I think lunch is going to be ready fairly shortly, so whilst they were all busy cooking and doing abseiling, I decided to work one or two stations. So heard you calling, I thought I'd come back to your call, but you're a lovely signal. My name is Linda, Lima, India, November, Delta, America. So hope you're copying all right, Jan. Delta Lima 1, Yankee Charlie, Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Romeo, Romeo.
Yeah, Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Romeo, Romeo. This is the Delta Lima 1, Yankee Charlie. Okay, dear Linda from Norfolk, thanks for the 5 and 9 plus 20. You're also very strong. 5 and 9 plus 10, good signal here on the 40-meter band. Yeah, this late morning or early afternoon, or lunchtime. Yeah, okay. Yes, you said that your antenna is on a melt. I don't know what that is, Linda. Can you explain it to me, what a melt is? gb5frr, this is DL1YC. Back to you.
Yes, okay, Jan, I'm sorry. I've got a lot of QRM going on in the background with some of the scouts chasing up and down and other members chatting. So I didn't quite get the question. What was the question again?
Yeah, okay. You said that your antenna is on a melt. What is a melt, Linda? Back to you.
Right, the antenna is up on the top of the mill tower. It was an old windmill. It's a Windham. We have a Windham, which is the centre point is I think it's about 100 feet up, so it's fairly well up. And so the youngsters have been using one side of the mill to abseil down. Nowhere near our antennas, fortunately. But so we're doing the jota, the jamboree on air for them and helping them with their communication badges. I hope I answered the question for you, Jan. But it's a little bit difficult to hear what's being said. I might have to go and grab a pair of headphones. Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie, Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Radio.
Yeah, the calendar. Thanks for the information. Yes, I can hear many people there in the background. So I can imagine that it's not very easy for you to understand me because you don't use a headphone or something like that. Okay, yeah, I will look the word up in a diary. At the moment, I don't know the meaning of melt, but I still try to improve my language. So it's no problem for me to look that up, dear Linda. My antenna is on a balcony, so I live in the penthouse apartment in a town, and I have a 12-meter telescopic mast on the balcony, and yes, I'm using a half-wave dipole for 40 meters invertedly, and it's there on the balcony and the roof of the house. I'm using 100 watts from an ICOM India Charlie 706, and today we have a very bad weather in Germany. Today, the 3 days or 4 days before this day, it was always bad. So a good weather to stay inside and do ham radio. gb5frr, this is DL1YC. Back to you.
Yes, okay, no copy. I've got a pair of headphones now so I can hear you a little better. Call sign Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Radio, and the FRR stands for First Rowton Rural, and that's the First Rowton Rural Scout Group. So we've got about 25 scouts here, both girls and boys. Lovely group of young people, very interested in radio. We've helped some of them get their communicator badges. They've also been involved in electronics. They've been building little cars that run off batteries, and I think one of them was wind-powered as well. So they've had some different projects to work on, and they've been doing a bit of archery, which is with bows and arrows. They've also been doing shooting with air rifles. All sorts of different activities to keep them amused this weekend. They're very, very lucky, actually. I look back and think I would have loved to have done all those sorts of things at their age, but they really weren't available to me. But there we are, you know, they like it, and we enjoy coming along here every year to help them with their radio station and where we can with our badges. Okay, right, well, the weather here is not very good. It's very, very overcast. It's not raining at the moment, but extremely grey sky and a chilly breeze from the northeast. Not quite as strong as yesterday. Yesterday was very wet and very cold, and they weren't able to do their abseiling with the ropes down the side of the tower yesterday, so they were all a little bit disappointed in that, but nonetheless it meant there were more of them to get on with the electronic side of things, so they were all kept well amused. Okay, I'm using here, Jan, an FT1000MP, about 100 watts output, and as I said, it's into a Wyndham antenna, which seems to work reasonably well, but it's a very busy band, very, very busy, with a lot of contest stations on at the moment. So back to you, Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie, Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Radio.
Yeah, Golf Bravo 5 Foxtrot Radio. This is Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie returning it. You're right, the band is really busy today. There were some contests, also a contest from Germany, a Walk Germany contest, and so on. And so yeah, it's a little bit overcrowded, but it's good that there are still some frequencies which are not used by contests, so that we can make a normal QSO. Okay, yes, the weather seems to be similar there in your country as here, and it's good weather for doing radio and not for being outside. About you said 25 scouts out there at the station at the moment. What is the age of the scouts? gb5frr. This is DL1YC.
Yes, okay. They seem to range from about 9 years up to 12. We've got scout leaders who are a little older, obviously, and they're about 14, 15-year-olds. But they're mainly between 10 and 12 years of age. So they're all very, very keen indeed. And the girls in particular seem to like to get onto the radio and have a chat. The boys are a little more reticent and a little more mic shy. But we've had one or two who I think will turn into half-decent operators if they decide to take it a little further, which I hope some of them will. We usually find we'll get one or two that go through and want to do the foundation, which is very pleasing, because we rely on all the young blood in the hobby really to keep the amateur radio community going. I mean, some of us are not getting any younger. Some of us are a bit old in the tooth. I've been licensed for over 30 years, so I've seen a few things in my time. But yeah, we do desperately need the new blood into the hobby, and it's a good opportunity to get them interested. Jan, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, gb5frr, this is DL1YC. Yes, that's that's very important to keep new young people to the hobby, because yes, most of the ham radio operators are not very young, and so it's important to get new people to the hobby, and made a little bit of advertising for the hobby. Yeah, I started ham radio when I was 15, so only 3 years older than the people or the boys and girls which are there at the station. But it's a time ago, so now the age level is 32. But yes, I started very early, and it's a very interesting hobby from my point of view. And then the gb5frr, this is DL1YC. Back to you.
Yes, okay, yeah, all copied. Signal holding up lovely. Not getting too much interference, which is good. We're starting to pack up some of the station here at the moment, getting rid of the receiver. And we had a little Raspberry Pi working with data transmissions, which we had on display, and we worked 1 or 2 stations on that. And one of the club members here is now packing that one all away. Because I think most of the scouts, as soon as they've had lunch, will be clearing away camp. I think they just have the presentations as a sort of a final, just before they all go off home. But I think they've all had a great time. They've all got a smile on their faces still, so that's the important thing, and we certainly enjoyed it. These things are always quite hard work, but very rewarding, I find, Jan. Thank you very much for the contact. It's been lovely having a chat with you, and I'm sure you're going to get lots of other people calling you before the morning is, or before the day is over. So wish you 7-3, and thank you again for the chat. Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie, Golf Bravo 5, Foxtrot Radio, and lunch is ready.
Yeah, okay, then gb5frr, this is DL1YC. Okay, then I wish you a good activation, a beautiful Sunday there in Norfolk, have a good lunch there. I already had the lunch just half an hour ago. So now I will do a little bit radio before I go outside, but it's raining, and so I'm waiting for interruption of raining. Okay, thanks for the contact. Have a nice Sunday, and hope to meet you again on the air, maybe here on the 40-meter band. Golf Bravo 5 Foxtrot Romeo. This is Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie. Bye bye.
Thank you very much indeed for the chat, Jan, and I look forward to the next time, perhaps under my own call. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, bye-bye. And CQ40, this is Delta Lima 1 Yankee Charlie, DL1YC is